there, starlings. Welcome to my sector of the universe. This is Jess from Capella Wellness, here to help you step into your truth and star into your power. For those of you who have never been here before, welcome. Thank you so very much for being here for the first time. For those of you who are returning, thanks for coming back to watch another one of my videos. All right, guys, so this is the guidance for the week of October 30th. It's Halloween tomorrow. If you're watching this the day that I release this, which should be October 30th. Happy Halloween to you if you celebrate it. I may do a special Halloween reading. We'll see how that goes, because every time I try to plan something, God has something else for me. So I'm doing, I would like to do a bonus reading for Halloween. So we'll see how that goes. So stay tuned. Hit the notification bell if you want to get notification of that reading popping up, because I usually don't do bonus reading. I'm hearing it's going to be a love reading, so and if you watch my channel, you guys know that I am not the intuitive teacher who does a lot of love readings, if any at all. If love comes out, it comes out, but I'm not focused on that. That is not my mission here. It's part of it, but I have very different things to teach. Anyway, guys, we're going to look into the energies for this week, what guidance we have, what Holy Spirit and the Archangels want us to know at this time, and how to best navigate these energies. All right, we'll get a wellness tip for the week, because this is about wellness. Wellness is a huge part in self-care and maintaining a high vibration. And we'll also see what the affirmation for the week is. All right, guys, let's get the guidance for this week. Holy Spirit, Archangels, Galactic Families, Playing Serious, please and thank you. Wow. Did you see that? Did you see how that card came out? You saw what it was. Chariot. Vroom, vroom. Who got the cheese to my beep? Okay, now that was just really, that did not make any sense. Who's got the keys to my Jeep? I don't know what the cheese to my beep is. I don't know. Maybe that'll be a thing. Maybe I'll put a shirt on that and it'll make millions of dollars. But hey, you know, it's the Chariot. It's this Cancer energy. You may be dealing with a Cancer. You're a Cancer. You got strong Cancer in your chart. I heard Venus in Cancer really loudly. So we got a pumpkin and a cat driving in a hearse here. They're heading somewhere. This could be, maybe you're traveling this week, okay? Or somebody's traveling to see you, visiting you unexpectedly, and the divine is enticing this individual to come by and show up and say, hey, how's it going? I'm here. You know, I was in town and I thought I'd stop by, or whatever the case may be. So it could be somebody's coming towards you, moving towards you, or you're moving towards something, or you're literally moving to another place, or you're traveling this week, or whatever it is. Take it how it fits. Don't force anything, and make sure that you are honest with yourself in a situation, because not everything may fit for you here. And while it may resonate, while there's something exciting happening with whatever might come out in these readings, you have to be in alignment for that to actually manifest into the physical. All right? It could resonate with you till you turn blue in the face, but if you're not in alignment with that energy for something to happen, then that's part of the work that needs to be done. And again, being honest with yourself is important here. But something's about to take a quantum leap. Now, I got this same energy probably about a month ago or something. Some of you may be ascending at a very, very rapid rate is what I'm hearing. Some of you are jumping timelines. Like God was saying, okay, well, if so-and-so doesn't get to this particular place by the time the lunar eclipse happens, then they're going to go, we're going to put them on this path. We're going to give them these obstacles. We're going to give them, you know, some other lessons to learn until they get to the place where we need them to be. Because the Chariot is about you trusting in God that he's going to lead you to where you need to be. Now, sometimes from what I have been, what my guides have revealed to me is when somebody is really elevating at a very rapid pace, where they are going above and beyond with their mission work, their ascension, their lesson learning, their karmic patterns, like really killing off those karmic patterns. My guides have told me that they say, okay, wow, well, they got to some place that we were like, okay, if they get here, then we're gonna have them jump timelines. All right. A lot of you are going to be avoiding a lot of these other obstacles and struggles or opposition that may have come your way, that may have been a result of the eclipse season. And because some of you didn't go back to your karmic patterns, you didn't go back to who you were being obedient to God, you were following God's guidance, which is what the Chariot is, and continuing to move forward with that, being courageous and determined, taking action on the things you need to take action on, and being passive on the things you need to be passive on. For those of you who've I'm hearing passing tests. You've passed a tremendous amount of tests, and what God is doing for those of you who've stayed the course, okay, this is staying on the right path that God told you to stay on, not your path. This is God's path. This is God's will. For those of you who've been obedient, you've been staying the course, you've been on the path, you've been chugging along. God is about to jump timelines. You're about to jump timelines. God's going to put you somewhere. It's like, again, taking a quantum leap. You're about to be somewhere that maybe it was supposed to take you longer to get there. All right. That's for those of you who stayed in the boat, you stayed in the car, you stayed on the right track. Okay. And this is pertaining to with the Four of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. We've been seeing the Four of Pentacles when I use this deck a lot. Okay. You have been holding on to your faith and your trust in God. You have been resistant to change in the way where you weren't allowing other people to change you. Okay? You stayed on your divine path. You followed your divine guidance. You were charging ahead, saying, nope, God is leading the way. I know what I need to control, and I understand what I can't control, right? This is for those of you who know that you do not have full control of your path, but you understand what you have control of, the relationships you have, the food that you eat, the how you respond to things as opposed to reacting to things. You have control for the most part over your feelings, your thoughts, your emotions. All right. When your vibration is dipping, you have control to change it. You choose to be happy or not. A lot of you are starting to realize you have control over those things. And the other things about your divine path, you don't have control over. So again, this is like resistant to change where people are trying to get you off of your path. No, go in the opposite direction. What are you doing? Right? You're supposed to be doing this. You're supposed to be doing that. Why are you doing this? Why are you doing that? You're supposed to be doing what everybody else is doing. No, for those of you who've not been listening to that, you've been resisting that where other people are trying to change you for the worse. They're trying to get you off of your divine path. This is because God is changing things for you really rapidly because you stuck it out. All right. For the others of you, there's something about be careful with getting off of the path. With being resistant to change, you don't want to follow your divine guidance. You want to do it your way or the highway, right? It's my way or the highway type of thing. You can't do that with God. It's God's will. And while we have free will, guys, we do. God's like, okay, I'm going to give you free will. But if you want to take the harder path, by all means, go ahead. I'm still going to try to get you to where you need to be. But if you don't want to follow my guidance, and you don't want to have that courage to take the road less traveled, you don't want to trust in where I'm leading you to, then by all means, I'm just going to throw more bricks in your face. I'm going to throw more, more trees, more speed bumps, more obstacles, other people to try to get in your face where it's like, oh my God, am I at another red light, another red light, another red light? I'm hearing that some of you, if you're resisting change, if you're being stubborn and complacent, you're still focusing on materialism, you're not letting go of your possessions, like you don't want to let go of a person, you don't want to let go of a job, you don't want to let go of a pattern here. This is poor habits where things that, you're not letting go of what really doesn't serve you. Some of you with the full moon eclipse and Taurus, guys, it was supposed to get us to really, really understand what is really of value. Letting go of the things that we thought were of value and starting to realize what really matters. Okay. So if you're still kind of not doing that this week, the Holy Spirit and the Archangels are telling you, hey, let go of these things. Things are going to move a lot more quickly if you just let go. if you surrender, if you don't like hold on to these possessions or these patterns or these people or these jobs. Some of you already know what you need to let go of. All right. You guys are not idiots. Like, your intuition's been saying, let go, let go, let go, release, release, release. It's like, hey, there's a better path for you, and you have to trust in that. All right. So when I look at this card, this is the Onion King, as I call him, but he's like dressed up as a cucumber, some peas, or maybe edamame. Somebody likes edamame, or yellow peas, whatever the heck that is. Maybe that's mint around his neck, and he's got an onion face. Okay. You are a very unique creature. All right. Let go of the need to be like somebody else. Let go of the need to be right. Let go of the need to, like, well, no, I usually wear this, or I do this and I do that. And that's not really me, when you know that you're doing these things because of what people are telling you how to change, or people are telling you how to dress, people are telling you how to live your life type of thing. And you're hesitant because it's like, well, I don't want to stand out from the crowd. I don't want to be this Onion King with all these, what the hell, what costume am I wearing? Who gives a shit? You go do what is right for you. You got to be your own unique self. You got to be the Onion King and go out there, and people are going to look at you like, what the fuck costume are you wearing, man? And like, I'm just whatever I made up. Okay. I'm being unique. I'm being different. I'm being creative, right? Because I'm going to go my own way. But this is the way God said, no. You wear that costume. You wear what I told you to wear. You go be who I asked you to be. Be your unique self, even if you're going to look like this. And I'm not saying you're going to look like this, guys. You guys are smart. All right. But this is representative of you being this person going out there. Everyone's looking at you weird. Why are you going down that road? Why are you wearing that? Why are you doing that? It doesn't freaking matter. Because if God told you to do it, you listen and you are obedient, and you just go ahead with determination and courage, take action on those things, and know that you have what it takes. You have what it takes. And for those of you who are still stuck on these things that you can't let go of, right? But these are things that they're not of value to you anymore. Okay? And you know this. If you just let go, watch how quickly things are going to rapidly move forward. And for some of you, this is money. I'm afraid to spend my money. We've been getting this message a lot on my channel and in my exclusive content for my Capella members. If you are a paid Capella member of mine, or even if you're getting the free readings on my free Capella app, which you can download if you want free weekly readings, and you can get some other bonus stuff on my Capella crew forum for free. Either way, if you've been watching me in whatever capacity and you keep seeing this energy, especially with the money thing, I'm afraid to spend my money on what I know is really of value, on me, on my personal growth, on my health. Maybe this is for somebody that you got to start eating more veggies. You got to start eating more healthy. Okay? Maybe that's a poor habit for you. You go eat a lot of fast food. You go eat a lot of processed food or whatever. You are you don't want to eat healthfully or something, and you know that your health is failing, or something is happening with your health, or there's something going on, and no, I don't want to eat that. I want to keep eating rice and beans. I don't know why I said that. I think, yeah, I do know, but I heard that. I want to keep eating, McDonald's. I want to keep eating all this fast food. I want to keep eating this. It's like, I don't really want to cook, or something like that. There's something about cooking here. Again, this is for somebody specific. I don't want to do this. Again, it's resistant to change. It's something about, I don't want to spend money on those healthy things. I don't want to go eat more organic. I don't want to go eat that. I don't want to go do this because I've been doing this my whole life. Again, there's stubbornness here. There's also a little bit of selfishness where some of you may be overspending on yourself or things that have nothing to do, where it's helping somebody grow, or it's helping somebody with something. It's kind of like enabling a certain behavior, Maybe somebody's spending too much money on themselves, or somebody's spending too much money on other people, instead of kind of like giving something to you, doing something for yourself, right? Because remember, if you want abundance to flow, you have to be able to go out there and spend something on yourself. And it doesn't have to be anything extravagant, okay? Yes, you can buy yourself something really nice or luxurious or whatever every now and again, provided that, you've covered all your bases or whatever, or you've got a balance here with your finances. But don't hold back from, spending on yourself. And again, there's something, even spending on yourself with regards to eating healthfully. All right. Getting something that has less fat compared to what you were getting. Again, something with more vegetables, something that's organic, whatever this is, drinking more water even. Okay. There's something about some of you are being asked to really let go of these habits that don't serve you, but it has to tie in where you don't want to spend the money on these things that are more healthy for you, vibrationally, emotionally, mentally, physically, spiritually. All right. There's something where somebody overdid it, like going shopping this weekend. This is Taurus energy. If you watched my Divine Feminine, Divine Masculine reading, there was a warning what to watch out for: overindulgence and overdoing it with like buying the most expensive thing, or overdoing what you spent like a whole bunch of money over the weekend and you didn't get anything for yourself, or you did something that didn't have anything to do with true value for you. Okay? Or maybe there is no true value for whoever you bought something for. Again, take it how it fits, but I get a strong energy. There's been overspending, which is what this full moon in Taurus was gonna do. Okay? Like going through your shopping list and saying, okay, I do need this, I do need that, this is a value, this is where I'm going to use this for some other purpose, this is going to be a value for other people, right? It's kind of like investing in something that is going to help with your mission work, or investing or purchasing something that's going to help other people, well, it's going to help you too, something like that, right? But again, it's having a balance where, yeah, you can spend something nice for yourself that may not make any sense, like you buy a pair of shoes or t-shirt or something like that, but you're not buying 10 t-shirts and 10 pairs of shoes at the same time. You get what I'm saying? But there is an energy, and some of you, it depends. You're afraid to spend money. When you're afraid to spend money, you block your abundance. Especially when you're not being a little bit selfish and getting something for you, okay? You're blocking abundance. If you're afraid, again, you're afraid to spend money, period. It's like, okay, what's the fear? The fear not having enough, scarcity mindset. Well, if I spend on this, what if I'm going to need it later? What if God's not going to replenish it? Or blah, 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 blah. I know I used to have a huge problem with this, guys, when here's the thing. If you end up being, you were an overspender earlier in your life, and then you learned your lessons about overspending, and then you go to the extreme of being too frugal, where you got to save everything and save everything and save everything and save everything. I got to do everything myself so I don't spend money on this to make my life easier. Okay? There's somebody here that was really stingy with money. Okay? And maybe their divine guidance was to say, hey, go ahead and spend on that. It's like you worked on a project. You worked on something. There's something with cards here, or letters, because this guy has a card or a letter with a pumpkin on it. Something with fall, or cards, or a card. Writing something, drawing something. Somebody here may have very well, their divine guidance was to be like, hey, stay on the path, and like, look, if you want things to move further along, you want things to be a little bit easier, you don't run into roadblocks, stop being afraid to spend money. It's like somebody was working on a project, or somebody's doing for the mission work, and because this is selfishness here, they didn't want to spend money on the extra parts, on the extra work, or spending money on somebody to help them with the project, or help them with this, or spending the money on helping, asking somebody to do something for them in the process, right? There's a bit of selfishness here because of the money. No, I don't want to get the guidance. I don't want to expend the thing. I don't want to do the driving. I don't want to take action on having somebody help me out, right? Because there's also maybe divine's been telling you to do something and maybe you didn't do it. But there's a strong energy about not asking for help or not resisting, you know, the change where you tend to do everything on your own. And when it comes to spending money on getting the help or whatever, you're like, no, I don't want to get that because I don't think it's of value because I'm not really going to get anything from it. How do you know that for a fact? This is a huge message for somebody here. I want to spend money on possessions, on material things. I want to, and because see, there's like spending money on all these other things that really don't hold value, and you know what they are. And there's also someone who's resistant to spending money on like getting help or making things easier. Somebody may have to spend too much time on a project, on something, and you were supposed to be valuing your health or valuing maybe going outside and taking more walks at night or putting that money towards better food for yourself, or maybe you're not eating. I don't know, guys. There's a lot coming through here. It's going to be different for everybody because it's a collective reading. But there's a strong energy here of like, no, I don't want to spend the money that's going to help with my spiritual growth. That's going to help with my health. I don't want to spend the money because I want to save every little dollar possible because I'm going to need that money later. If you start doing that, you're afraid to spend money because you don't have faith that God is going to provide for you. And when you don't have that faith, you block your abundance and God won't come in miraculously and just dump money on you out of nowhere. This is about learning who your source of supply is, and that's God. It's the divine right here. It's number 7 is the most divine number in the tarot, in the Bible even. Yet there's got to be some balance, right? It's kind of like get what you need and get out. Or like you pay for what you really need as opposed to saying, no, I really don't want to spend on that. I can use the help, but no, I'm going to do everything on my own. But again, careful with these lunar eclipse energies because it could be one or the other. Being too frugal, being too stingy, or you're just throwing your debit card at every little thing that comes by you. Is it a need or a want? Is it a value or not? Are you giving something to yourself? I do get investments here, even though this is not 7 of Pentacles, I'm picking up on it. Are you investing on things you're going to get a positive return on? Right? And again, I'm not saying that you can't go out there. Look, 9 of Pentacles after that. So this is luxury. Doing something nice for yourself. Taking yourself out nice on a date, whatever. But again, it's balancing out. Okay? Because while you are doing things independently, you're doing things for yourself. Know that you can attract the abundance. She attracts abundance in all forms. Now, she will attract money, but depending on her contract with God, she may be in a place where she's being tested to see, okay, let's see how she spends money. Or he spends money. Do they get nice things for themselves every now and again? They treat themselves every now and again, but don't overdo it with the treating. Because there's something about an overindulgence with treating yourself, because somebody is going the opposite, where they're trying to, like, you know, make themselves happy, but with material things, or having to buy things where you get something out of it. It's tangible. I've said this before. No, I need to get something back. I need something in the physical, right? I've said this, and it's coming up again. It's like almost when you donate money to charity, right? You don't get something tangible back from that. Or you're saying, oh, well, I'm not going to spend money on that because it's too expensive. And it's like, I can get this for much cheaper or whatever. I mean, yeah, I know we like to save and stuff like that. Yes, it's a good thing to save. But again, this is a luxury card. She likes the finer things in life. But what she's doing is that it doesn't dictate her life. She knows her value. She knows her worth. She's like, I don't need all those things. I don't need to take myself out on dates every day, every weekend, right? I said something about spending time in a house, watching a nice movie with a nice cup of tea or hot cocoa. That's what the Nine of Pentacles does. Sometimes she spends money on herself where she's getting something physical out of it, like buying something, a possession, or attending something, or like going to a movie or something like that. But she also knows what to do to have a good time on her own without having to spend the money. Like for me, I go out on these walks, and lately I've been sitting on the grass, barefoot, lying on the grass, sitting by that lake in a neighborhood nearby, and I'm out there for nearly 2 hours. That makes me insanely happy. I love doing those things on my own, and I don't have to spend a dime on them. Grounding is so important, and it's earth energy. Taurus energy with this eclipse is about grounding. And yeah, sometimes I say, no, maybe I'll go get something for myself, provided that, the money is there, and I balance it out. And sometimes even when the money's a little bit tight, like the Four of Pentacles, okay, I'm going to get me a little something, like a bubble tea or whatever. And I go do that. And I get one for my kid, right? And I balance it out. But I can't be afraid where like the money is low. I'm like, I don't know. I should maybe get that for myself. I don't know. I don't know if I deserve it. If you've worked fucking hard, especially in the business, for the money that you work hard for, the projects that you put in, right? The effort that you put into this, you're entitled to kind of give yourself something nice. Or maybe even getting something for the business to help with the mission work, like I said, or whatever this is, because this is self-employment, this is a business person. It's like you're realizing maybe every month you say, you know what? Every month I'll get something nice for myself. I'll get something for the business, or whatever it is. But then again, she knows that she doesn't have to go to material things to make her happy. Some people have a work-life imbalance because some of you are working too hard because you're afraid of not having enough money. There's another extreme where some of you, there's a work-life imbalance where you're spending too much money on like trying to make yourself happy with material things. That's the opposite of working too hard at a job and trying to get the money. Like, no, I have to have all this money and I got to save. Saving for a rainy day. I can't spend on this. I can't give myself something nice. I can't do something for myself. She's a very healthy person too. It's Pentacles energy. But she attracts the abundance. She knows her worth. She knows her value. She's like, no, like I am the shit. Like, you know what? I'm going to spend a little bit on myself, but I don't have to literally spend money to get something back, something tangible out of it. I love being by myself. I love going out on walks. I love, watching movies on my own, whatever. You have a balance between the two, right? And again, some of you, like I said, there's a work-life imbalance where your life, your personal life could be overtaking your mission work. And maybe you're spending so much money on your personal life, but they're with tangible things. I gotta go here, I gotta go there, I gotta do this, I gotta do that, I gotta buy this, I gotta buy that. Right? You can have a great time alone. You can do all these wonderful things and not have to spend money on it. God's trying to get you to have some sort of balance with that for some of you. I'll be honest, for me, it's been a very challenging thing for me to balance. Because in my chart, one of my huge life lessons was when I started to have issues in my marriage, okay, I started to lose my sense of self-worth. I lost my confidence. I was very self-conscious about my appearance, right? I was going downhill, and I started to realize that because I wasn't loving myself, because I was seeking validation, I was seeking approval from my then husband, from other people, even in my job, to determine my worth, to determine my value. And then I got caught up. It's in my chart, guys. It got caught up in the whole materialism thing. Said, oh, well, you know what? I feel pretty bad about myself. Let me go get this and let me do that. And let me have 1 million of this and whatever that, not 1 million, obviously, but if any of you, I have a feeling that some of you used to work with me, and I know I was very known for like my handbags matching my outfits and my shoes, right? I'm a very, very matchy person. You guys should know this by now if you've watched me, but I started to turn into somebody that I wasn't. And before that happened, I knew what was of value. I only had a few pairs of work shoes and a few pairs of sneakers, some clothes in the closet. I only had like one handbag, one big bag for work, and 2 others like for leisure or whatever, or 1 other to go out, right? I was doing okay. I was a little bit frugal. I would like, if I wanted something that I like save up for me, okay, give something nice to myself. I was doing that when I was a kid. But then, and it's in my chart, later in life, when God said, oh, you're going to hit this roadblock, massive roadblock. And I'm going to have something happen to you where you're going to start to lose your sense of value. Because I'm going to have people mistreat you. I'm going to have people talk down to you. I'm going to have people say these things about you, whatever it is. And you're going to feel less of yourself. And then for me, my vice was materialism, buying all these things. Right? And then when I learned that lesson, then the other extreme started to happen. Oh my God, I am not making my 6-figure salary anymore. I'm not doing my job anymore. I'm doing this, whatever. Oh my God, I can't spend that money. That's going to be bad. God's going to punish me. God's going to be like, Jess, what are you doing? And God's like, what are you doing, Jess? Now you're at the other extreme. Now you're at the other extreme. And I was like, God, I only have this much left in the bank and I got to get these things, right? And it could even just have been groceries and gas, guys. And God's like, are you mistrusting me again that I'm not going to replenish what you just got, right? And I know God tests me. Listen to me. I was at Target today. I had to get laundry detergent and my son needed a couple of things. And I'm walking around. I'm like, my guides are like, let's see what she does. And I'm looking at things, right? I'm being honest, guys, because this is honesty at its finest, because I'm helping you guys learn something here. And I'm walking around Target and I'm looking around, going to the clearance section, seeing what else is out there, right? Because for me, I love clothes, right? I loved clothes and shoes and handbags at the time. I like luxurious things, but they were defining me. That was my problem. Okay. Some of you may not have that problem, but maybe you're having things trying to define yourself. Maybe you're seeking love from somebody else instead of giving that love to you. Okay. You're too codependent on being in a relationship to make you feel loved, to make you feel worthy. You don't need that. I went through that too. There was so much shit that I had to learn. And so I'm going through Target and it's like, oh, that looks nice. That looks nice. I'm like, nope, nope. I don't need that. I don't need that. I don't need that. I don't need that. Right? There was something else that I was eyeing. My God's like, well, you can get that, but go to that other place, that store that you like, whatever, to get something for yourself as a reward, right? For my hard work. And then I ended up going to the self-checkout, and I got exactly what I came into Target for. Right? Then I go to Publix because at Target they didn't have something that my son needed, so I went to Publix. Kind of like the same thing, even though it's like a supermarket. It's not like a Target, right? It doesn't have like clothing and other things in there. Even like other items that they don't sell at a supermarket, because Publix is a supermarket if you don't already know. And I went in there and I was like, okay, I'm gonna get some things right now. And then I was also thinking, I'll be honest. I was like, okay, I only have this much in my account. I'm like, all right. I got to trust in God. And then later on, I came home and I started, right before I did the reading, I went to do something and I saw that like all of a sudden I had this money come in my account. I was like, oh, okay. Thank you, God. Right? So again, that could be for some of you. And even, when it comes to my business, right? Okay, God, is there something that I need to invest in the business? Like, I'll be honest, like I had to buy more of my tea lights because I need light from candlelight when I'm doing my readings. At least 2 have to be on when I'm doing my readings. And right now I have 4, and there's 1 back there. All right. That is valuable in the work that I do because my guides are like, you got to have those flames on while you're doing your work. I have to have that. They're like, you need to have that light. And they're telling me to have like more candles lit than I normally do. So there's that. Right. So I had to buy more of this big thing of tea light candles on Amazon. But you get the point. Right. I'm not trying to overdo it. And I know some of you guys who are tarot readers, there's like a thing about, like decks and things like that. But I know at the beginning, at the time that I was still doing my 9-to-5 job, because I started to learn this stuff and I was just going crazy. I know you can't get into enough of decks, right? But sometimes God keeps drawing me to a particular one. And there was this one that God had been drawing me to for years. And I saw somebody else use it, and God says, this is connecting with you. I said, God, what do I do? Do you want me to invest in this for my mission work? And he said, yes, right? So there's that. And there was also a thing about me not going overboard on those things too, right? Because the thing is, with decks here, they all have different pictures in them, messages. I get different messages, different downloads when I'm like this chariot does not look like any other chariot card in any other deck, right? But again, there's something here when you're looking at this. Have a balance with that. You can spend on some stuff, but take it to God. If God says, go ahead with it, it's fine. You got the green light. Okay, cool, God. But if God says, no, you don't need that. Is that really a value? Ask yourself, is it really a value? Am I really going to get something that is worth something out of this? All right. Again, the Taurus eclipse energies are causing this, be careful with the overindulgence and the overspending. Right? You can spend some on yourself, spend some on other people, whatever. But I do get a strong energy because he's dressed up in vegetables, eating healthfully, spiritual growth, your self-care. This is also a sanctuary. Some of you are being asked to create a sanctuary for yourself or an altar, right? Find a place in your house or set up like a desk or something and have your crystals there, have your candles there, like connect with God there, right? Like I have my plants around and things like that. I make it where there's feng shui on my altar too. So some of you need to have a place, because this is a sanctuary card, where it's like you need to find something that is of value to help you to connect with the higher realms, with God, with your archangels, with the divine, to help you to move forward. But again, like there's so much coming through here, it's not even funny. Like I only have one card here and I knew it that I was going to get all these messages, but because that's who I am. There's something here where you need to take this how it's hitting your gut, and you got to be honest with yourself with what I was saying. If you know for a fact, yeah, that's me, I got to let go of this, I got to stop being frugal, I got to stop overspending, whatever, I got to find a balance. Okay? I got to start investing more in my personal growth and my healing, in and starting a business, in my business, whatever it is. Watch how God changes things. Watch how things will shift for you. There's also somebody, okay, God, they're bombarding me with messages. God, what do I start with first? Okay, I have a lot more messages coming in, and one of them has to do with a counterpart, so bear with me. There's somebody here who's learned these lessons, right? You've learned how to live with less, being a minimalist, okay? You may have already lost all your possessions. Now, if you're being told to move or relocate, God is telling you to give away more items, sell more items, give up, let go of those things you were holding on too tightly to. Because you can't take those things with you to where you're going to go now. You're heading to a very different place. Some of you, it's literally. Some of you, it's spiritually. Who do you need to let go of? What karmic patterns do you have to stop repeating? What are those poor habits that you know it just doesn't work for you? Again, what is really of value? Let that go. You're going to start moving to another level. All right? But you have to understand you have what it takes to do this. This is my Thomas the Train, the little engine that could card. I think I can, I think I can, I think I can. Don't let any limitations keep you from taking action. Don't hold back on those things you know are right for you to do. Letting go of these things is going to free up that energy for things to move very rapidly, for you to move more quickly on your path. So some of you, you've learned to live with less. Less is more. Being a minimalist. Understanding what is really valuable in life. Having work-life balance. You take excellent care of yourself. You balance doing your mission work, your business, your projects, with having fun on your own, with spending time with family even, because even sometimes she needs to spend time with family, friends, other people. But then she also loves to spend time on her own. She's got to get away from people. She's the catch. She's so confident in herself, and she goes around like, people look at her like, who is that? Where'd she get that energy from? How is she glowing? She looks so healthy. She looks younger than her age. She dresses well. She's in good shape. She looks fit. She looks this. She doesn't look disheveled, right? How does she have it all together? She's got it going on because she has it all together. And people are like, I want a piece of that. I want to learn from that. How is this person so abundant in health, in vitality, in peace, in tranquility, in happiness, and she has little money. The Nine of Pentacles doesn't always mean you got money in the bank, guys. She knows that's not a value. She knows that that doesn't make her who she is. She knows that doesn't bring success. That is not her definition of success. And even if her business isn't raking in the millions, the billions, whatever yet, the thousands, that doesn't make her a failure. Look at what she's doing in her life. Look at how she's operating. Look at how abundant she is in all areas of her life. The money's always the last thing to come in. So even though she has very little, she knows that she's being of spirit and service. That is what's of value. She knows that she needs to lead by example. That you can look like this when you don't have money, when you don't have a partner, when you don't have romance, when you don't have X, Y, and Z. You can still be the shit without all of those things. And for somebody here, this is exactly where you are vibrating at. And people are not going to start flocking to you. How do you do this? What is your secret? What are you doing? What are you eating? What does your life look like? How do you balance yourself out? How the hell do you look the way that you do when you've lost practically everything? When you have very little money? When you know, it looks like your business is failing. We're like, oh no, life is dandy. Life is grand with the Nine of Pentacles. I've got God. I have food to eat. I have a roof over my head. I love the work that I do, and I keep doing it because it fills me up. Not the money, not the numbers, not the clients. It's the work that I do. She's excellent at what she does. She's worked very, very hard to get here. She's worked a tremendous amount on herself. She's self-made. She built herself from the ground up. She completely changed into this beautiful, independent person. It's like, I don't need anybody. I don't need to tell you I'm brilliant. I don't need to tell you I need you to tell me I'm beautiful. I don't need you to tell me I'm successful. I know I'm a fucking success. This is no fear-based thinking. She's not afraid of anything. She's not even afraid of money. I'm not having enough. That's power right there. She's never afraid of being without. That's power right there. So somebody here who's got it, you get it now. And you're not afraid to spend money either when you have very little of it. You're not focusing on the fucking money. You're focusing on yourself. And you're investing in yourself too. That's why they're Nine of Pentacles. You look the part. And people look at you like, how is this possible? So for that person, whoever you are with regards to you being in this energy, you have so much less than what you did before because you've grown significantly. You've achieved self-mastery. And now you're teaching this. Now you're being an example of what that looks like. You stopped resisting change and you became this abundant person. You're taking it easy. You're going with the flow of life. You know that God's going to lead you to where you need to be. As long as you're doing your part and you're maintaining your health and you're doing what God has called you to do. You are more valued now to yourself because of all these things you've let go of. You feel happier, more successful. You're healthier than you've ever been. You feel more confident than you've ever been. You have this amazing self-esteem. You love yourself like you've never loved yourself before because of all of these things that you let go of. You made the change that was necessary to get you to here. And you learned to live on your own. You stopped being codependent on romantic relationships, on having boyfriends, on having girlfriends, of needing love in your life. Because you knew that you had to love yourself first. And because of that, things are about to go from 0 to 100. There's no turning back now. There are big changes ahead. There's rapid movement. Things are about to shift very quickly. It's taking off. It's chariot. I'm hearing like a jet. Leaving on a jet plane. That's a song. I forgot who sings it. Look, Eight of Bats is there. Get out of your head. You've really started to believe in your own power. And you stopped giving your power away to your mind and to other people. Having other people cause you to judge yourself, cause you to overthink, cause you to doubt yourself, to lose confidence. You stop tying yourself up with these burdens and these poor habits. I can't move. I'm a mummy. I can't get out of this place. And you're like, no, yeah, I can. Now, for a smaller group of you, someone could literally be coming to deliver you a letter or a card or a gift. Because that's what this Four of Pentacles guy is doing. He's got something in his hand. Maybe there's something about Halloween. Maybe somebody's showing up at your door on Halloween, or somebody's coming in a costume. Oh my God. I heard, okay, if this happens to you, please let me know in the comments or something. Come back to this video or whatever, or let me know in the app or something. I just heard somebody may be coming in a costume to your house, like if you're giving away candy or something, and saying, you know, like trick or treat, and you're like, oh, hey, and then they take off the mask, right? Because this person's wearing a costume is what I see. Again, it's like showing up at your door, someone traveling to you, or driving by your house in a costume or something. But I did hear something about somebody coming to your house, dress up as something, could be Halloween, but it's not going to be for everybody, delivering something, or maybe you're going to get a special delivery on Halloween or this week, but I'm hearing Halloween all of a sudden. It's like you're getting a reward for something. Maybe money's coming in for some of you. Your finances are about to shift. For some of you, your finances are shifting very rapidly. Or you're getting a letter, or you're getting money or something. Rewards for your hard labor. Abundance, you know, to help you move, to help you relocate, or a car. Maybe somebody's gifting you a car. Or you're going to get the money for this car. I don't know, guys. It's a whole bunch of things. But there's an energy. Somebody's like, I can't let you go. I'm hearing I Won't Let You Go by James Morrison. It's a beautiful song. Go listen to it. I'm also hearing Can't Let Go by Mariah Carey. See, now I have to write these songs down because now they're being channeled. Somebody also here is it's like somebody's coming to visit to tell you sorry or to deliver something to you. Hold on, guys. I'm writing the songs here. James. Somebody's name is James Morrison, James Bay, James Harrison, I heard. Maybe somebody here is named James, or your person's name is James. Can't Let Go by Mariah Carey. Maybe your name is Mariah. Okay, or Maria. So somebody can't let go of you. They're holding on. They're holding on to their heart space. They're not giving their heart to anybody else. They're keeping it close to them. or they're holding something very dear to them and very close to them that they only want to give to you. Their love, a gift, their heart. Maybe there's something of value that they want to give to you and they want to hand deliver it to you. This is like hand delivering. Again, special delivery, whatever. It's going to come out of nowhere type of thing. I get strong 8 of Wands with that too. But it seems like because somebody can't let go of you, they can't shake the memory of you. I'm hearing the song by Africa. It's going to take a lot to drag me away from you. And if you're looking at movement, dragging away, right? Africa does talk about a plane, 12:30 flight. Africa by Toto is coming in. All right. So I'm getting those songs right there. So yeah, it's like, it's going to take a lot to drag me away from you. I can't let you go. I just can't, no matter how I try. No matter how I try. So I'm just going to move forward. I'm going to take that leap of faith. It's a leap. Yeah. It's a huge change in direction here. I'm going to have the determination and courage to go after this. I need to have some self-control here and understand that I have what it takes, that I can get this done, that I can move towards the feminine, that I have the ability to do this. I need to take action. There's something about light bulb going off in their head or saying, you know what? The little engine that could. I think I can. I think I can. I think I can. This is great determination and willpower. I have all the willpower. I have all the strength to do this, to overcome my fears. I can't let my fears hold me back. I can't let myself, limit my power. I can't limit my own power. I have to step out of my comfort zone and charge ahead. I need to have that confidence and take action on this. I have to realize that I am ready for the task because God is there. The archangels are leading the way. All right. The archangels are leading the way. This is having all the trust in the divine. I got to stick to the path. I got to stay on mission. I got to continue to do what my guidance is telling me to do, what God, the archangels are telling me to do. This is something about they can't let go of a feminine. And they're like, she's the catch. She is marriage material. She is the shit. She is like nobody else. And I need to go after this. They haven't been able to let go of you. But the thing is that your person was the catalyst for you to get to here. They wanted you to love yourself. They wanted you to value yourself. They wanted you to learn to be single. My masculine told me this in person. He told me, Jess, you should go spend some time with yourself, enjoy your son, because I was going through a divorce when I met him. Just go do you. And I had a hard time with that. Why? Because I couldn't let go of wanting to be with my person, but also needing to be in a relationship, to feel worthy, to feel loved, to feel validated. But I was not attracting true love because I wasn't doing that for myself. You can't get the love that you're so seeking if you don't give it to yourself. If you don't learn how to be happy on your own. You can't rely on anyone or anything to make you happy, guys. You can't do that because you will never be satisfied. Ever. So somebody here is seeing that in you and they're saying, you know what? I'm going to go deliver this message. I'm going to give her this gift. I'm going to go after this person. This is somebody I want to be with. They're so confident. It's like, they're amazed at how well you're put together or how you've overcome so many obstacles. How the work that you've done. They're very proud of you for the work that you've done. And they're like, I can't let myself hold myself back. So there's something here. Someone's about to really change direction very, very quickly and start taking action towards somebody here. All right. That's for those of you who are not self-conscious. You're not wanting communication from your person all the time. You're happy without your person being there. You feel joyous. You feel content. You're doing your mission work. You started your business, right? You have built yourself from the ground up. Top of the deck is the Justice card, Libra. Okay? I heard Pluto in Libra. I tend to hear that a lot. We just finished Libra season. We're now in Scorpio season at the time I record this. This person's saying, you know what? I'm being driven. I have what it takes to speak my truth. I got to do the righteous and just thing. I got to bring balance to this connection. I have to be in my integrity. I can't hold back the truth anymore. I can't wear the mask anymore. I can't let go of the feelings for the feminine. You've always been in the heart space, feminine, for some of you. Actually, all the masculines still have you in their heart space. They're holding very tightly to their heart chakra. It's like they have something for you that nobody can fill. Like they have a place in their heart that nobody can fill but you. They've learned a lot of lessons about letting obstacles and bumps in the road and other people and other things, the limitation of their power to keep them from moving forward, to keeping them from staying on the right track. They've allowed their limiting beliefs to keep them from moving forward. There was also something about resisting change, because there was also, they didn't want to give their heart to anybody again because it got burned. They were also having a hard time forgiving themselves, a hard time with being honest about what really happened, why they were stubborn, why they didn't express their feelings, why they didn't want to give their heart to you when they really wanted to. There's also the song that I'm getting. It's called Blames on Me by Alexander Stewart. I knew this song was going to come up because I heard it right before I did this reading. And it is beautiful. And I saw a short on this that Alexander Stewart put out there. And I believe his girlfriend's in the car. And he asked her, if I sent you this song, would you forgive me? And she's like, what? So he plays her part of the chorus. No, it's part of the, it's not the chorus. I think it's just part of the first part of the lyrics. And he was talking about, you loved me when I hated myself. And the song is about him feeling really guilty and feeling very shameful that he pushed this person away when she was giving him what he needed. And he was resistant, like the Four of Pentacles, like the Four of Pumpkins. He was closing himself heart. No, I'm not going to give my heart to this person because my heart's already been burned. It's like I don't have a heart left. And that's what they wanted to believe when that really wasn't the case. Because the heart never breaks, it only expands. And so in that song, guys, I think it's his girlfriend in the car. There was some lyrics that she heard, and at the end of it, she said to him, or no, while the song was still playing, she said to Alexander, yeah, I would forgive you. You should have seen her reaction, her face. She was taken aback by those words that were written in the song. I believe he wrote it. That feminine in that short that I saw, that is a true feminine Christ right there. Because if you're dealing with somebody who's resistant to change because they've been burned, they've been broken many times before. Oh my God, here comes another song. All My Broken Pieces by James Bay. Oh my God, guys. I came to that song right before I went to bed the other night. I love James Bay, but that song is so fantastic. There's a lot of songs coming in today. All My Broken Pieces. You've been able to put the pieces together, it's like Humpty Dumpty, in a much better fit. You've always been kind to them no matter what. Even they were unkind to you, you were still kind to them. Because you couldn't let go of them either. And this person's really getting it now. They're really understanding what has happened between the two of you. But they're grateful for this because they now understand the purpose of this connection. Because it was all divinely guided. Everything that you went through was this person was supposed to get you to learn karmic lessons, to be in your integrity, to be your true authentic self, to be in your truth and to speak your truth, to also have balance in your life, work-life balance. Stop giving all of your attention away to some dude, to some girl. Like, oh my God, it's like a puppy dog energy. You're like following them around like a puppy. That's unhealthy. Right? I have to have somebody there. I can't be alone. I can't be alone. Guys, I know that's hard. I've fucking been through this. I've been single for years. It's the longest I've ever been by myself ever since I started dating in college, okay? I never had a break. Every relationship that I had, when it ended, I went straight to the next one. That was not healthy at all. At all. I needed somebody to love me, to make me feel better, to make me feel worthy and validated and deserving and all that bullshit. Until God said, no more of this, this is crap. You need to start doing you. And that's exactly what I've done for the past over 3 years. Okay? Like fully. I didn't want to change that about myself, but I did. I heard it's happening in the next 36 hours. So, I had to understand my truth. I had to balance my life out. I had to be in my integrity. Like my son tends to joke about, "Hun, do you have everything you need?" No. What'd you leave behind? My dignity. There's also dignity with this too. Having dignity. So some of you, there's some karmic lessons that you keep repeating. You're avoiding your karmic. This is karmic avoidance for some of you with the Justice card. And Justice at the top of the deck, and we have the Chariot here. There's some major powerful forces at play with things that some of you need to learn. Some of you need to let go of some things. This is about blaming other people. Some of you. Blaming stuff. I can't let go. It's like you can't forgive. I can't let go of what they did to me. I can't let go of that memory, blah, 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 blah. Why don't you shed some light on it? Things will start to move forward for you at a rapid pace if you just let go of what is not value to you anymore. You're trying to seek justice. You want vindication. You want vengeance? For what? What value are you going to find in that? God rules the Justice Department, not you. Not your person, not anybody. God knows what's fair. If you're thinking something isn't fair, why don't you try to go do an Akashic Records on yourself and see what you did in the past life? Maybe you did something in this lifetime that wasn't fair to somebody else, and now you're getting your karma. What really is fair? That's why I said some of you need to have a talk with God about certain things. God knows what is fair. And I know I understood a whole bunch of things that I learned with my person alone. And there were times where I was like, God, that's not fair. God, that's not fair. But when you really do a deep dive on yourself, guys, oh, you start to realize, yeah, that was fair. I needed to get my karma. This is not about other people getting their karma, guys. You get your karma too. We all have it. And if you're going around out there saying, "Oh, I hope they get their karma. I'm not gonna let go of what they did. Like, I'm not gonna let go of that memory. I'm not gonna let go of the past. Blah 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 blah. I'm not gonna move forward from this because this is injustice here. This wasn't fair. They need to get their karma. They need to do what is right, but they need to do right by me first." Absolutely not. That is not what a divine feminine, a divine masculine would ever do, think, or say. Because it's not of the divine. Vengeance and vindication is not going to get you anywhere, and it's definitely not going to make you feel better or make you gain some sort of happiness here. You won't gain your justice that way. By wanting somebody else to get their karma, wanting somebody else to get what they deserve. What does that mean? Again, listen to that Blames on Me song by Alexander Stewart. Try to remember to put it in the comments and put it in the description box. I'm also going to put it on my community tab. The songs to help you with for this week. Or this could also be helping the masculine to get some truth across to you before they come see you. So that you are prepared. Let's see what Holy Spirit and the Archangels want to say about this. What other guidance do we have for this collective? Holy Spirit, Archangels, please and thank you. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, your support, and your clarity. Alrighty. Well, well, well. See, is this for your highest good? Is this of value? See? Go to God for it. Quiet your mind and ask God, is this for your highest good? Is this what I should be purchasing? Is this what I really value? Is this really going to help me and other people? Is this going to, is this going to be healthy for me? Again, for some of you who are moving, because I do get an energy, some of you may be moving this week, or you're relocating for the month of November or whatever, because, November starts on Wednesday. I keep hearing Venus in Cancer for somebody. Anyway, there's something about your Cancer placement that has something to do with this. I don't know, because that's a specific message for someone. Some of you may be relocating, moving, changing residences this week. It's all being led by the divine. Now, if God is asking you to move or to change, or the opportunity presents itself, like you get the delivery, you get the message, you get the money, you get whatever to move, God wants you to do some more purging. Take even less with you when you go. Because God's going to provide, he's going to replenish what you were leaving behind with bigger, better, and brighter, right? And you may literally need to ask yourself as you're packing, is this for my highest good? Should I take this to the new house? Should I take this to the new city? Should I take this to the new state? Should I take this to my new life? Take this with me in my new life, right? It's taking way less than what you have now. Some of you may have a whole house of things. This could also be letting go of your house, okay? Or the place that you live, the city that you live. You're being asked to take very little with you, if anything at all. Take what is for your highest good, and you need to get to center. You need to quiet your mind to ask God what that is. Not yet. Maybe you're not moving yet, but you're about to, and you're being prepared for this. God may be trying to get you to start thinking when you're out there purchasing things or whatever, or, or dealing with people or jobs or things. Ask yourself, is this for your highest good? Go to God. That's why I said go to God for it. Is this part of my path? There is another group of you where you've been doing this. This is what I've been doing for myself, which is why I told you when I was in Target, I said, is this for your highest good, Jess? And I'm like, nope. And I walked out of there with a smile on my face. I'm like, wow, man, I really have been changing for the better. And again, you can treat yourself. God doesn't mean that, is this for your highest good where, let's say you want to get yourself a coffee or an ice cream or something and you don't really have it, highest good is something where again, you value it, but, it brings some sort of happiness, but you're not dependent on it, right? So some of you, because, money may have been a little bit tight, but you've been having a balance on what to spend on and what not to spend on, right? Doing a little bit for yourself, doing a little bit for the business if you have one, and then doing things where you don't have to spend on anything to have fun, to enjoy yourself, to enjoy life, right? You've been asking yourself this question every time you're making a purchase, or every time you're dealing even with friendships, with jobs, with other people, maybe even something about what you say to others. All right, you're trying to stay on track, stay on the right path. And for those of you who've been asking this question often, you know that less is more. You know that you don't need to have all those things. You're being a minimalist, but you feel so much more euphoric. God's about to shift your life. This could also be career advancement, where you're being elevated, or more people are going to buy your product or buy your thing, or more people are going to donate or give you money or support you with resources and things like that. Oh my God, you can't make it up. Go to God for this. I don't need to say anything else. Pray more. See what I mean? This is all going to God for everything. Your true love is imminent. Well, that's for those of you who stayed on your path and you've really understood what this card is about. This with the Nine of Pentacles. Nothing can stop you. Nothing. Nothing can stop you. Don't let money get in your way. Don't let possessions get in your way. Don't let people get in your way. Forgiveness and God knows what else you need to let go of. The need to be in a relationship get in your way. Start asking yourself this question. Is this for your highest good? So now let's get I'm going to get the wellness tip from the Shadows of Light Oracle card, actually, which is kind of weird because I wasn't planning on that. And my guide said, no, get the wellness tip from this Shadows of Light card. That would be funny if the green fairy comes out, or the one who's all green. I forget which one she is. What is the wellness tip for this collective, Holy Spirit? Holy shit, I told you. Oh my God, thank you, God and the Archangels. You see what I mean? Fairy of the green world. It's the green, see, the natural world needs you. This is about eating green, eating more healthfully. Number 44, I'm telling you, the Archangels are all up in this shit right now. Okay? Fairy of the green world. I told you, see, for some of you, it's really changing your diet. Like, again, things that are more better for the environment, fair trade stuff, whatever. Okay, less is more, not consuming so many things. Sea Storm is at the bottom of the deck. All right, This says calm amid the chaos. Number 32. Maybe something happened with this eclipse season, guys. I don't know. Something totally changed. Or you ran into an obstacle or a block or something. Just you hit a brick wall. I don't know. Let's read number 44 here. Wow, that is awesome. Fairy of the green world. This little green fairy signifies and embodies the life force of the green world. She is seen tending to plants that are drooping, too moist or too dry. She is like a nurse or healer assigned to the plant realm, green forests, and small personal gardens alike. She is joyful every time someone gives energy to this realm. Every little bit helps nurture the plants, which are very tired. Fewer and fewer plants and trees and forests are expected to provide more and more life-giving oxygen for animals, elements, and we humans. Sometimes she becomes overwhelmed with all we humans have done to the green world, so she may be about to ask for your help. When you give her your help, blessings are returned to you threefold. The fairy of the green world speaks, and this is what she says. The green world is changing, and I am asking for your help. The world needs you to tend to green things in it in some way right now, and it is your time to make a contribution. Time to plant a garden, assist another with theirs, or share some food, flowers, or herbs from your own. Develop your connection to solar energy, find your own water source, and depend less on supermarkets, ATMs, and electricity. You see why I was talking about light here, and 2 of my candles went out. And I have those lights there. I have less light in my room. And sometimes when I do my readings during the day, I use the sunlight. Learn to live with her. See, with ATMs, depend less on ATMs. Learn to live with her, the soul of the green world. By providing the world with this beautiful example, you are nourishing and nurturing our mother, the earth, who feels so tired some days. Find a forest or a grove of trees or a fairy ring of mushrooms, somewhere that speaks to your soul, and sit with her a while. See about going out in nature? When she breathes her messages through the leaves and whispers the words of wisdom to your ears, you will know the right place and time to devote this sacred donation of time and energy. I thank you in advance. The fairies will be sure to help you in return. The divination marriage, okay. Somebody is getting married. Because I was going to I was hearing from my guys, I didn't say it. Someone's not going to be single anymore. Okay? You've been holding the space for your counterpart for a long time. For 7 years or more for some of you. Okay? You know who your person is. And you're just continuing to stay looking healthy, glowing, being the shit, all that stuff, so that you can contract your person to come toward you. All right, so somebody, that's why I said divination marriage. Someone's not going to be single anymore. Take time to grow plants or tend a vegetable patch or an herb garden. Look into contributing some money or time or devotion to a cause for the green world. The natural forests and the wide green spaces of the planet need your healing, kind, and tending hand and heart now. Your influence will have great power. Make a donation to Wildlife Foundation for the Green World. Look into establishing a grove or visiting a forest, and offer your energetic support and prayers for a green world where green spaces thrive and where the wild creatures of the green woods continue to live in their own environment. See and visualize a world where green things grow, and the fairy of the green world will know that nature is safe while there are ones such as you in this world. It is a time for growth, for abundance, for the earth element to find its way true and strong in your beautiful life. See, with this Taurus eclipse energy, okay? Eat organic food. Go raw. Detox. Find a water source and cleanse it. Be more self-sustaining and step away from the unnatural system and join with the natural energies of the planet and the galaxy. I heard very clearly, give more of your money away to these things that this card's talking about. The earth, nature, animal conservation stuff, conservatories, yourself, your health too. Look how green she is. Maybe some of you are green with envy. Maybe you need to let go of envy, jealousy, because the Shadow 9 of Pentacles can be jealous of somebody else who's like, wow, they look fucking awesome, man, and what the hell's going on with them, blah, blah, blah. It could be for somebody. This is also, green is also heart chakra. I did talk about somebody's holding on to their heart chakra, they're holding on to you, or some of you need to heal your heart chakra by letting go of these things that you know are no longer of value to you. So let's look at number 32 with the sea storm. Número 32. Even though the seas are wild, the atmosphere is torn with stabs of lightning, and there is no land in sight, the sea storm being is following her intuition, and she will know what to do to make it home. Lightning won't strike her, and she will keep swimming until she reaches land. She seems slightly in a trance and is using her inner wisdom and deep knowledge to swim home. She is from Atlantis, where she saw beings doing things that would lead to destruction. Some of you were an Atlantean, okay? She has seen how their hubris led to this upheaval, and her home has sunk under the waves. She now goes out in search of her new home. So too can you. The sea storm speaks, and she says to you, you are surrounded by storms, wild moments, and a great deal of emotional drama at this time. The world you know may be changing in an almost unrecognizable way. There is destruction behind you, and you have left it in the past, but you are still searching for your new home. See, for some of you, this is literally a new home. This is like the Tower card in a sense here, or Five of Wands. There's a Tower moment probably happening here. Maybe you're moving to greener pastures, or you're moving to a more rural place. You're going to have a lot more land, or you're going to have your own farm perhaps. You will find it if you turn inwards and listen to the inner knowledge that will send you in the right direction. Don't look. Look. You are a shapeshifter. You were able to make it through this time with no land, no home, and no apparent rescue by trusting that you will make it. Now, for the others of you, there's a tower here, because I get that. Chaos is about to come, but it's not really chaos. It's for your highest good. Okay? You may find yourself with no land, no home, and no apparent rescue. Trusting that you will make it. You can go the distance. You have to trust that whatever you have to let go of, that this is the right path for you. But there's something that God may be changing something here to get you to heal, to get you to be more organic, all right? To live more organically, to be more frugal, maybe, but having a balance, less materialistic, minimalism, okay? To make room for bigger, better things. But some of you may very well be losing things before you gain what it is you're really desiring. So the divination message with this is a time of upheaval and great change. But if you tune into the deeper inner voice and follow the radar you have built into your very cells, you will find the way home through all this chaos and wreckage. The old world is gone. The new world is yet to be found. The journey will continue for some time, but trust. Trust. Trust and follow the compass of your inner guidance. Compass is a very significant symbol for somebody here. I hear a compass necklace, a compass tattoo. Maybe there's something nautical here. You like the ocean, you like sailing, whatever. Being out in the green world, being out. Again, it's nature here. Listen, check in with your wisdom, then go in that direction. Again, quiet your mind. You are more adaptable, more flexible, more able to survive than you know. Interest in the lands of Lemuria and Atlantis and memories of these lands may be resurfacing. You will be able to survive with less and even with little money. Okay? That is possible because I'm doing that right now. Alrighty? And look, I'm a happy person, man. If you watch me in my lives, you see me in my pictures, it's evident, okay? I'm not doing anything that is like fake, like Botox or like photoshopping. That's not what I do, because God will get me my karma if I do that. All right? I'm being my true self about it. But it took me a long time to get here, and I say this a lot. I had to let go of a lot. I had to stop being stubborn and resisting change and say, okay, God, I need to trust in you. I need to trust in where you're leading me towards, because I have a much better life than I did in all my other 40-some years of living, okay? I am where God needs me to be, and I know I have to continue to trust that He will lead me continuously. He's always ahead of me on my path of truth, on my divine path, with my mission work. I just need to control what I know I can control. All right. So let's look at your mission work. That's funny. Let's look into, it's funny guys, because on my own journey, I started to use a lot more plant-based stuff, like the laundry detergent that I got at Target. It's the Method laundry detergent, all right? I'm trying to do more of those things, eating more organic food. I actually bought some kombucha the other day, you know, with a spirulina and organic pineapple and things like that. Organic black tea, organic green tea. I'm trying, you know, I started to try to get things where it's either like soy-based wax or whatever. Now that I think about it, I think I may have to change the tea lights that I get or something or like that. I don't know. I have to go look at what they're made of again, but other things, right? Trying to conserve energy, that type of stuff. I don't really drive my car as much, you know, whatever. I always go asking God about things. So, and even with the work that I do, right? Because again, I do wellness here. That is really of value to me. And I try to teach others to have them realize that it's of value to you too. I am incredibly unique. There is no one on earth like me. That's exactly what I was saying with this crazy looking dude right here. But I love it because he's different. It's like, what is that? But everyone's like, that's me. But that's me. Everyone's like, what is that? And that's me. I am unique. There is no one on earth like me. No one. Nobody is like you. You are the only one of your kind. I am speaking my truth without fear. Okay, see? I mean, you can't make it up. You got to be yourself. And I'm going to call this out on some of you. Some of you who are readers. You hesitate. You get the download. You're being guided to say something, to take action, to do something, okay? And people are going to look at you weird, but who cares? That uniqueness, that weirdness is Aquarian energy. You're supposed to stand out from the crowd. And whatever it is that you've got to say that is being divinely led, you say it. Maybe some of you are jealous because you are that honest. Because you're that confident in what you say, because you look like you're living like the best life, because you are. And those of you who know you are, that's for you. And those of you who are getting jealous of the people who can do that, you can do the same thing. But if you are an intuitive reader or you're a spiritual teacher or whatever, and you have your own platform or you're doing your own thing, and you know, you're being guided to say these weird things. You're being guided to say these things that might trigger people, or people might even be jealous or something, or they get like, no, I'm not that or whatever. You cannot hold back that truth. And if you need to say something about selfishness, about jealousy and envy, and calling somebody out on that, you need to say that. Because you're trying to get people on their path to head towards the light, not the dark, right? And that involves you being blatantly honest. And having your heart chakra completely open when you do that. Because you have that unconditional love for yourself. You're not seeking validation. You don't need anybody to tell you how amazing you are or how good you are at something that you do. You don't. Because you should already know that for yourself. So some of you are holding back something, holding back your truth, being the weirdo, being silly, making weird ass jokes, okay? Like me, what did I say? Who got the keys to my Jeep? And I said, who's got the keys to my beep, right? Like, I don't give a shit. I thought that was funny, but it came out of nowhere. It was like, I don't know where it came from, but I was trying to say something else and that came out, right? Be the weirdo God made you. God's proud of you being that unique. He doesn't want us to be boring. Can you imagine if this whole world was exactly like you? Do you know how boring that would be? Do you know how boring it would be if there was a whole world exactly like me? When I was a kid, ask my mother this. I used to wish that there were a whole classroom full of Jessicas. Because it used to irk me when kids were misbehaving in class. It used to irk me when kids wanted me to do their work, or they're like, I hated group projects because I was like, oh, Jess is in my project. I mean, she's on my team. Let's get her to do all the work, right? And then sometimes people would do shoddy work. I know, I was judging. I was a kid. I was very hard on myself too. And I used to wish that like the classrooms were full of me's. But I'm like, you know what? That would be boring as all hell. There's no adventure there. There's no excitement. There's no learning from anybody. So you got to be true to who you are, no matter what that looks like for you. And if people don't like it, tough shit. That's on them, not on you. You are not here to be like every other person, especially if you're out there on a world stage and people are watching you, reading your stuff, whatever it is that you're doing, you're putting music out there, whatever. You do the weird thing. You write the weird song, whatever. And I'm not saying weird, and it's not a bad weird. It's you. I am speaking my truth without fear. This is also for the masculine collective. Yeah, some masculines are like, I don't know, I feel a little bit off. I'm a little weird. I do things differently. That's great, masculines. We love that. Go act silly. Go act a fool, but in a positive way. Do you. Be who you are. That's what my masculine told me. That's why I have this thing right here. Oh, it's upside down today. That's interesting. I put it right side up. Be your unique, weird-ass self and do not apologize for it. The Nine of Pentacles does not apologize for being who she is. Not at all. I am a victor, not a victim. There's victory there. There's success. You're different from everybody else for a freaking reason. Continue to follow that path. Don't hold yourself back. Do not try to go back or to continue to act like other people or do things like how everybody else is doing. Like, again, for me, do you know how many times I get hung up about how long my videos are, whether you're a paid Capella member or not? And I'm like, oh my God. And then sometimes I see people who have videos as long as mine and they seem to be more successful. They seem to be doing better than me. And then I gotta go back. Is this for my highest good, Jess? Really? You're not like that reader. You're not like that channel. You're not like this. You are Jess, not anybody else. If God made you that way, you stick to that. You're on the right path when you're being the weirdo. You're on the right path when you're speaking your truth without fear. You're on the right path when you're channeling for hours on end. It's like you have to be obedient to God and follow your divine guidance. Because He's making sure that you stay on track and you don't compare yourself to other people. And you know what they're reminding me of? What helps reassure me what I'm doing? I'm on the right path, because sometimes I think I'm not. I'm going to be completely honest here. Because I do things so freaking differently. I've been like that all of my life. I've never fit in. I still don't fit in. And that's okay. But you know what God told me one time when I was watching The Chosen? Jesus Christ had lengthy sermons. He spoke for hours while teaching, while channeling, while doing his divination. If you remember the story about the loaves and the fishes, right? Jesus spoke for 2 days, 2 or 3 days. He fed 5,000 people. 5,000 people came out to speak to listen to him for days, ladies and gentlemen. So me being reminded, because Jesus Christ is literally reminding me of this now. A lot of people were like, and I remember one of the people in the crowd said a while ago in the Chosen series, it was a little lengthy, it was a little long, but it was effective. God told him to speak for that long, so he's going to do it. He's following his divine guidance. If God told him to be the weirdo there, oh my God, like this guy's different. Oh, he's talking for hours. Oh my goodness. Like, can he keep it short? Can he get to the point? That is not what Jesus was called to do. And I'm being reminded that for me, that's not what I'm called to do either. I do remember my masculines reminding me what he said. He said this in the video chat. Those who talk the most had the least to say. Some people may think that still holds the truth, but what did I say about Jesus Christ? If you go back to the Bible, you will see in the Bible that he did a lot of speaking. He did a lot of channeling. And look what he's done for the world. He talked the most. He definitely did not have the least to say. He had a lot. And for me, and I said this in another reading of mine, I tap into a lot of portals. I'm connected to a lot of higher entities, and they give me a tremendous amount of messages to channel because somebody's got to hear something. So with that, again, you're the victor, not the victim. Stop looking at yourself as a victim. You're a child of God, okay? So I'm going to leave it at that. God willing, I will do the Halloween love reading. It's like a treat for you guys, is what I'm being told. So there you have it. Okay. Hopefully you got something out of this. Don't forget to download my free mobile app if you want free weekly readings, and you can go get some other stuff about me and my life in the Capella crew forum for free. But if you would like daily guidance videos and healing meditation videos and members only live streams that I also do collective readings in, and I also hold live personal readings during those sessions. I have twin flame group sessions. I have erotica readings for the groups. I have an Auriga member meeting only for divine counterparts, where I really give you the secrets and the tips and tricks on how to handle your counterpart connection, your twin flame connection. I also sometimes have Q&As, or like have, I do bonus readings on those things, whatever it is I'm guided to do. But I know once a month I do the twin flame support group sessions, okay, to help you along your journey. But, and I do those live, okay, and you can talk to me about things or get the guidance you need. Other tiers have coaching in them. Other tiers have like grab bag readings where there's like bonus readings there. Other tiers have where you can access videos on what's blocking you for the month, how they're feeling about you for the month, the dynamic of your connection, what the energies are with your masculine, yourself and the connection every month, and what you need to heal for the month, okay? Other higher tiers have your divine feminine check-in readings. I may have to do another tier where it involves a divine masculine check-in reading. So I have to think about that. I have to ask my guides if that's for my highest good. So yeah, there's that. I also do personal readings. If you go to capellawellness.com, check out the memberships there. Go to the Capella Service Suite. I hold a whole bunch of different readings because I am different. I compartmentalize things. I want to focus with my students, not my clients, my students, on what they need to work on individually, because all of this work is a lot. It can get overwhelming. So we focus on certain key points in your journey to help you master those things as you're going through all the other services that I work with, along with like maybe, you know, if you need some coaching a week or a month or something like that, those are available as well. I do also have tarot packages. You can get coaching packages. You can get past life packages where you get certain readings pertaining to that subject or that the topic that we are going to be addressing. And you save money that way. Okay, you can schedule your readings out for how far out you need to. All right. If you have any questions about anything, please don't let me know. If you do download the free mobile app, you can directly chat with me there. You don't have to send me an email. You don't have to put a comment in a video. All right. If you have any questions about anything, you can even put the comment down here in the what's it called? You can leave a comment in this video. All right. My email address is also in the description box. All the links to what I was talking about are also in the description box. Don't forget to check out the songs that are associated with today's reading. There were 5 songs this week. Okay. It'll help you with better understanding the messages of this reading and to help you with your healing. All right. Thank you guys for watching this video, for subscribing to this channel if you haven't already, and for illuminating that thumbs up button. I would greatly appreciate it. I wish you the best today. And always, I send you so much love. And I hope I illuminated your well-being today. Again, this is Jess from Capella Wellness, starring out.